my God, it's good. Oh. Ooh. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, thank you for joining. If you're a returning member, you're also welcome. I'm super excited today. And do you know why? Guess, guys. Guess. Because it's actually, it's like you guys are the one hearing this news last, but then that doesn't make you less special. Anyway, I'm so sorry that I've not been able to inform you about this earlier. So the good news is that I am now a certified relationship counselor. Woo! So welcome again, guys. My name is Tola Yewo, aka Tolistica, and on my channel I share wholesome and also awesome content on relationship and marriage. So today is going to be a very special day, and that's because I got a number of questions in my email from you guys, and I can't wait to answer them. So guys, the first question I have here says, I have accepted his marriage proposal, but my parents say no. What should I do? This is a tough one, but then there are always ways around these things. So I'm having the impression I have is that you've been together with this guy for a while, and now he has proposed to marry you, and you have accepted already, but now your parents are saying no. So I think that the first thing you might need to do is to sit down and have a conversation with your parents. I wouldn't know the kind of relationship you have with your parents, but I'm believing that you do have a good relationship with your parents. So if your parents are saying no, there will definitely be reasons why they are saying no. So the first thing you might need to do is to probably sit down with them and ask them why. And I don't know, I wouldn't know. You could use a strategy of, trying to probably use one of your parents, to the parent you are closer to. Let's assume if you are closer to your mom, you might need to go through your mom. I'm sure she'll be able to explain to you why your daddy is probably saying no. Or if you are closer to your dad, you might need to meet your dad and ask him why he's saying no. So from there, you'll be able to know what next to do. I would also encourage you to pray. If you are, the fact that this is not a new, it's actually a very common scenario. So it's important for you to know that even though they have said no, that doesn't mean that the man is not God's will for you. It doesn't in any way mean that you can't be together, in my opinion, even though your parents have said no at the moment. So you might need to start by, like I said earlier, by having a conversation with them. Why do they think you shouldn't go ahead with this person? Then from there, you'll be able to know, you will definitely be able to you should be able to convince them if the reasons are not genuine. Could it be because it's from a particular tribe or what have you, whatever the reason might be, you might need to ask them, let them tell you why they think that is not good for you. If you're able to convince them, all well and good, that's fine. But if you're unable to convince them, you might need to speak to someone whom they listen to. So for instance, maybe your parents, maybe your dad listens to his brother. He might have a brother or a sister or a pastor whom he listens to. Like people, there should be people that that your parents listen to. Maybe you might need to speak with someone like that for them to be able to speak with your father or your mother, in this, as the case may be. But I'm of the opinion that it's something you have to sort out before you go ahead with that marriage, because you definitely need the blessings of your parents before you go ahead into any marital, before you go on any marital journey. So that's very important. So I'll be willing to hear more from you. Please, I think you should start with that. And while you are doing that, it's important for you to also pray as well. Okay, that's also very important. Both of you should constantly commit this into God's hands, and let's see how it goes. I'll be willing to hear from you, you know, the outcome in my email. Thank you. Question number 2. I am not physically attracted to her. What should I do? Wow. If you are not physically attracted to her, then let her go. Because because this question is coming from a guy, right? So if you feel that you are not physically attracted to her, why have you been with her all along? Do you understand? Like, why did you ask her out in the first place? If you think that you're not physically attracted to her, and now she's accepted, you're together. If you feel that, I don't think she came to you. I don't think she, because I'm answering this question because you are a man. I'm so sorry. I'm not being harsh on you. But I feel that since you knew, you should have sorted her out before now. That's what I mean. If this, since this is coming from a guy. So if you are not attracted to her, and then along the line you still don't feel attracted to her, she may not be the right person for you. She may, it means probably you don't love her. So I think you should let her go. Yeah. So question number 3. I'm not comfortable with some of the things he does, but I don't know how to talk to him about it. Help. That's how the person put that. I'm going to take that again. I'm not comfortable with some of the things he does, but I don't know how to talk to him about it. Help. Okay, so you are in the right place. We are going to help you by the grace of God. Okay, so if you are not comfortable with, I'm guessing definitely this question is coming from a lady. If you are with a man who does some things that you are not comfortable with, can you please, like, probably give me some of the things it does that you're not comfortable with? Does he smoke? Does he womanize? Does he drink? Or what? Like, what are some of the things he does that you're not comfortable with? And then you're unable to talk to him about it. Because marriage is such a long journey. You need to be with someone whom you can talk to, someone that is your friend, you know. You have such a strong relationship that you're able to talk to each other. Do you understand? That's very important. Because the truth of the matter is, when you get married and he still continues to do those things, will you be fine with them? Do you understand? If you're unable to talk to him, so how would you, when you have bigger issues, how would you be able to talk, to speak with him? I'm sure this question is something that you need to pay attention to. That's very important. You might need to hold on a bit and probably work on your relationship in such a way that you have gotten to a stage where you're able to speak to him. If there are certain things he does that you're not comfortable with, I really believe that you should iron those issues out before you proceed into marriage. That's very important. Because the truth of the matter is, let's assume you even speak with someone to talk to him on your behalf. Are you going to always do that when you get married? Do you understand? You won't always do that. That's the truth. So you might need to seek help, just like you have written in your question. You are asking for help. You might need to come for a one-on-one session. You might need to do, you know, like clarity session for us to talk about some of the things that he does that which you are not comfortable with. It's important for us to get to the root of those issues before you go ahead into that marriage. I hope that helps. Question number 4. We are from different denominations. Would this be a problem when we get married? Would that be a problem when you get married? I can't. That's not a yes or no answer. I can't tell you whether that will be a problem or not. But the issue I have with that is, if we are from different denominations, do your denominations have the same doctrine? Do you understand? To an extent, are your doctrines based, the two doctrines, are they scriptural? I think that's what you should pay more attention to. If you are from different denominations, that's fine. You can be from different denominations. Then you might need to have conversations around which of the denominations are you going to eventually attend when you get married. You know, which of this particular denomination are we going to eventually settle with? That's what I mean. So it's important for you to have that conversation. Yeah. So if you don't have that conversation now, if you don't iron that out, it might be a challenge eventually. It might eventually be a difficult one. You might have challenges with that. But it's something mostly you have to go with the husband, with the man. Are you, as a lady, are you okay with the denomination? Because usually you follow your husband to his church. That's But that's not always the case anyway. If it is fine coming to your denomination, that's also fine. Or if both of you eventually decide to even go to another denomination entirely different from the two denominations, that's also fine. But the most important thing is that, are they teaching the scriptures in your denomination? That's the most important thing. Yeah. Question number 5, the last one but not the least. This one says, we are both virgins. Would you advise us to have sex on our wedding night? Wow. Well, I won't be able to counsel you as to what you do on your wedding day. It's your day. I won't be there with you. But I think that you should be having this conversation with your partner, right? If you're a lady or a man, you should be having it with the person you are going to get married to. Yeah, because you would, I don't know, but I'm not sure people even plan whether they want to have sex, they want to do the do on their wedding night. But then if it matters to you, you can talk about it right now. Do you understand that? If it's something you would like to know about, you can have that conversation now. You can choose to sleep on your wedding night instead of having sex. You can choose to pray on your wedding night. You can choose to, you can also choose to have sex. So it's not like there is one answer for this question. Do you understand? So you might be so tired that all you want is just to sleep, and that's fine too. I've seen people who said that they even waited for like the first 3 days or 7 days of their wedding, you know, fasting and praying before they started doing the do. Do you understand? That's also fine. So there is no rule that says that sex must happen on your wedding night. If you want it, that's fine. You are legally married. But if you don't want it, that's also fine. It's not running away from you. Your husband to be is not running away. Your wife to be is not running away. You still have the rest of your lives to do the do. So you may as well sleep or do whatever it is that you want to do on your wedding night. You may as well worship God and thank God. That's also fine. So I think it lies within both of you. You might want to have that conversation before the day. So with this, I've come to the end of this video. Please do well to drop a comment for me, share with your friends who might find this useful, and do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.